Hey everyone.
Hi everyone.
So before we give you guys this week's episode, we ran into some problem with Transnet, which is basically the port authorities, and they've pretty much taken over the area where we're working, and they've kind of said that all work must stop. So as of Wednesday, we haven't been doing any work on the boat until we finish a health and safety file. So it's a SHE file. So we're gonna get all of that sent in, and the marina guys are kind of helping out. But yeah, it's been a difficult week. So we've been kind of doing all the odds and ends that we've put on the side, doing orders, getting things that we still needed for the boat, and some small projects that we can do off the boat. We're kind of doing that, and yeah, here's the week.
Hope you enjoy it. Give us a thumbs up if you like it.
This week on Sailing Lady Africa, we go down to the beach market, watch the beautiful waves, start using our laminating press, and we start cutting out our cabinetry doors and hatches.
This is what we've done for now. So we've put in all the dividers in there, and as you can see in the back there, we got that PVC conduit running right through, and that'll be for all our electrical wiring. So that will be the trash can. There's going to be a fridge in there, drawers in there. There's the cooking oven, and the top will be on above that. That board won't be the top. We're going to put a composite board, and then on the end we've got some shelving, and then on this side we're going to have the double sink waste over here, and that'll be our outlet. And then over there we're going to have some more shelving, and then over here, still haven't decided, but we're thinking of putting one of those small drop-in bins, and some more shelving over there. So these are the front cabinets just before they're painted. The starboard side's already been painted, so you can see we glassed them in and epoxied with cotton flocks, and that's what it looks like for now. We've started putting some primer on it. You can see the slight imperfections over there, but we'll fill that up and get it perfect. This is just the base color that we put on now, just to get some light in here and also start doing some fairing. We got a rainy day today, so not great to be out.
We also took a trip down to the LED store to look for some cabin lights, as well as look for our new basin for our head. And then it was back to the boat to start laminating our nidacore sheets to make composite panels for our aft cabin beds and galley countertops. Ricky and Moses first templated all the fiberglass and peel ply sheets. As we were working with polyester, we had to move quickly. Ricky first placed a sheet of peel ply on the melamine board, which had been previously waxed, just for an extra precaution. And Jerry started applying the polyester to the nidacore board so that the fiberglass could attach to it. Once the fiberglass was applied, a sheet of peel ply is attached, which will later be removed once the polyester has dried, which will allow for a smoother surface. The top of our press is applied and weights were added to distribute the weight evenly and make sure all the surfaces were touched by the melamine board. We then went looking for a galley sink so that we could fit her in already. After we bought her, it was back to the boat to see if she would fit.
We got the double basin. I wanted to put in one of those that came down, wash and clean nicely. But because I made this so low so that you can still have chat to everyone, we can't put such a big one. So we're just gonna have to put a much smaller one in. I'm pretty happy. It'll look good. We've got a nice double, so you've got a nice bit of space once we get somewhere. Obviously while you're sailing you wash and you put away immediately, but once you get somewhere we'll have all the luxuries of a house kind of thing.
We then went to the beach market to see all the cool things they were selling, from wood trinkets to leather bags. We saw this amazing ostrich egg, as well as these buffalo horns that had been carved out, and amazing paintings. We also came across this man playing some awesome music. There's just something so calming about the ocean. On our walk back to the car, with me being upset with horses, had to check out how beautiful these policemen and women's horses were, and how well groomed they were. It was back to the boats and to templating the other side of our saloon seating area. Ricky and Moses were reinforcing the galley and the saloon by using biaxial and epoxy. Moses and Ricky then also did some filleting work using epoxy and cotton flock, and peel ply was used afterwards, so our sanding was to a minimum. Our galley has finally started coming together. I made one of our aft cabins a wood cut-off storage area. We then started templating and cutting out our forward port cabin cabinetry doors. Once they were cut out, it was time to epoxy them in. We had just started doing that when we got called out of the boat and were told to stop all our proceedings as we had admin to do.
As you can see, we're nice and clean today, and there's a reason for that. We worked this morning and then we had some guys come by and say that all work must be stopped immediately. Now the port kind of control the, or Transnet control the hard where we're working, and we need to follow all safety procedures that they require, which is basic, like South African, I would say, mining industry kind of procedures, and I think it's actually any safety procedures that everyone follows. So we need to do method statements for everything, tool statements on risk assessments, all of that stuff. So we need to draft up documents. So I'm just gonna go print some documents that I still have from work, and I'm gonna see if I can set up a proposal, let's say, and risk assessment for the work we're doing, so I can give them a nice file with all the stuff that we need. And we'll probably have to wear overalls, coveralls from now on, and reflective vests, and some hard hats, and some ear protection, and some more eye protection. So we'll be YouTube friendly from now on.
YouTube friendly.
That's what it's come to. It's a bit of a bummer because we don't get to do things like, oh, okay, fine, we just feel like wearing a t-shirt and shorts to work. We're probably gonna have to wear hard toe shoes. So it is what it is. We're not letting it get us down. Let's go do it.
At least there was some work we could still do at home.
We decided to reuse these pumps because the new ones are like 2,500 Rand, which is like 200, just over $210. So we decided we're going to reuse these ones, and they're still perfectly fine. We tested them, they're both running 100%. So we'll just give them a fresh coat of paint. So we're going to sand them down, just recoat the steel part of it. Just going to get rid of the old paint on these housings and get rid of the rust. There's a few rust spots here and there, like small rust pitting. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll give it a coat of spray, a few coats of spray paint. And that'll last for another 10 years. Thanks for watching, and subscribe below if you haven't already. Thank you to our two awesome new patrons, Christopher DeYoung and Steve Gilvery. We appreciate it tremendously. You guys are absolute legends.